Okay, welcome everybody to our Seva meditation today. So you can see this is what I'm working with my meditation. Usually I have this stool with a peg. Ooh, I made this on my, it's kind of here where you can see. So this peg clips in to the stool, it's magnetic, and then it creates a single point of balance, and that helps my spine align. But you can see there's an angle, and this angle is indicative of proper alignment in meditation, is that you want the hips above the knees. So there's space in the hips and there can be space in the low back. So for me, this is a kneeling position. For you, it might be kneeling. You might be using an apparatus like this or on blocks. You can also be in a comfy chair, and you can also be lying down. Ideally in meditation, we are in an upright seat, so we stay awake and aware, but be comfortable for you. We are going to do a little bit of pranayama, so sitting up for the breathing practices will be helpful to begin with. And if you want to lie down when we come into a little more quiet and stillness, you can do that. So just make yourself comfortable. Use what you have at home. If you want to sit in a chair again, that's totally fine. Meditation is just about being comfortable, having a neutral and tall spine, so we're not sitting and slumped over. So there's a lift of the sternum, some softening. You might roll the shoulders. And you can see I have this blanket. So for me, when I let my hands rest, they kind of slide off my legs. And so you might consider a blanket if that's necessary. I also do the proportion of the arms and the torso. So that might be a helpful tool, but those are my tools here for meditation. So we're just going to start comfortable seat, hips above the knees, long spine, and just allow the eyes to close. And I'm going to start our time here with a few chimes of the singing bowl. The sound bring you here into the present. Sound containing your intention for this meditation practice. We'll be working with Metta meditation. Metta is loving kindness, and there is a chant of loving kindness, and it comes paired with mudra. So we'll start with that. So the first mudra is where you just bring all the fingertips lightly together, and it's almost like you're holding a sphere, and that can just go anywhere in front of the body. So this shape of the hands, the sound is loka, loka. And then you're going to bring the hands together like this. And the thumbs, there's going to be a slight space. If you look at your thumb and your index fingers, there's a little space in between. The thumbs aren't touching, but the heels of the hands are together. So this is samasta. Then bring all of the fingers to touch with the exception of the little finger here on the edge. I'll kind of put it in front of my shirt so you can see, but you can just open the hands up. It's almost like you're making a smile when you come out. And that's suki no, suki no. That's the inner smile or the delight or the bliss body or the Ananda Maya Kosha, suki no. And then right hand on the heart, but there's a little cup in the hand, just a little space to hold space for the heart. Right hand and then left, bhavantu, bhavantu. So it's loka, samasta, sukino, bhavantu. So this is the Metta prayer. May all beings be healthy, safe, happy, peaceful and at ease, and may my actions, thoughts, words, and deeds contribute to that. And what makes that metta is that we're not just wishing it for others. The metta is that it must come through you first, meaning you must give yourself these well wishes before we can start doling them out to others. So when We say, may all beings. You're at the top of that list. So one more time, we'll just review. Loka, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu. You can follow along with the mudra, you can follow along with the mantra, or you can just sit and receive the sound vibrations and just holding loving kindness on your breath. So we'll begin, we'll just chant it 3 times to invoke our intention for practice today. So just take a couple breaths here. Maybe snuggle down into your foundation, maybe wobble a little taller. And then we'll inhale and begin. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Allow there to be a sense of tenderness with the palms of the hands. Tenderness to your heart. Just breathe in a thank you. Just a thank you. Thank you for choosing this time of mindfulness and presence. Thank you to the choice of offering yourself metta, loving kindness. And let one hand slide down to the lower abdomen and the other stay on the chest. This is just a reference point of the palms. They'll contain the tenderness that you put in them, but also notice how they meet the breath. The breath is easeful in and out of the nose. Notice how the belly expands and the rib cage and the chest lifts. As you exhale out easily, chest, ribs, belly. Invite in an unbroken stream of breath. So if you notice any areas of pauses or holds, see if you can encourage the exhale to soften the grip, to smooth out the breath. Inhaling belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. And let the hands slightly lower. So the left hand is going to contain the right. So right hand on top of left. And then bring the thumb and index finger of each hand to touch. And then you're just going to slide the backs of the index fingers to touch. So there's kind of a 4 corners happening here with the thumb and index fingers. And then just rest the hands in the lap. The shape of the hand is called Dhyana Mudra, or the mudra of meditation or concentration. There's no wrong way to meditate. If we choose to sit and observe without judgment, that is one of the highest forms of spiritual practice. It's just to be with what is. We're not trying to change a single thing that is present. We're just choosing to be aware of what's present. It's helped to anchor the mind and the breath. So we'll come into a breathing practice called square breath, where you count to four times, just like a square. So the inhale is a count of 4. Pause and hold the breath for a count of 4. Exhale for 4. And then hold the breath out for 4. Now, if at any point during this breathing practice of square breath that the retention of the breath does not suit you, it doesn't feel comfortable, it doesn't feel right, then release the practice and just count upwards for 4 and downwards for 4, and let the breath be a continuous, unbroken stream. So you decide what's best for you. Maybe the breath retention is helpful and maybe it's not. So you decide. So just take another deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Let's do that one more time. And begin inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And continue. Take one more round of whatever breathing practice was best for you, the square breath with retention, or just the samaspriti, the equal breath of 4 on the inhale and exhale. And let the breath come to a natural rise and fall, 0 effort, just noticing how the breath is present. And as you observe the breath in any way, shape, or form that is presenting itself to you, see if you can offer a sense of appreciation to your breath. Breath is this reminder that we are always connected. Breath can be the anchor to the present moment again and again. And now, yoga. As you observe your breath, observe it with a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for all that it gives you. The gift of life again and again that you don't even need to concern yourself with. The gift of life again and again is the gift of connecting to your higher self. The self that is unfettered by the worries of the ego, the challenges of the external world. It's the space within you that is metta, that is loving kindness, benevolence, compassion. The breath reminds you that the space within you is always here. You're always connected to this space of peace, and love and light. Notice what it feels like in your body for the breath to carry this acknowledgement of connection, of thanks. You take in the breath this way, the oxygen in the lungs goes to every cell in your body, every cell receiving appreciation. And just acknowledge if there's any part of you that feels underappreciated, any aspect about yourself. It could be part of the physical body, but it could be any aspect of who you are. Where do you feel underappreciated? And the underappreciation is not seeking appreciation for others. This is to acknowledge where you are underappreciating yourself. So be clear on that. Where do you feel a little underappreciated from your own point of view? Give the gift of your breath to those areas. Give the gift of appreciation. Now bring a being to mind. They can be a being from the past or the present, human or non-human being. It could be a pet. Just a being that's so easy for you to love unconditionally. And see this being in front of you and the breath carry this unconditional love and appreciation for this being, and see them receiving this love and appreciation. Might even be smiling at you in their own unique way of thanks. Might feel a lightness in the face as you smile back with this exchange of unconditional love and appreciation. And thank the being for being there to invoke this ease of unconditional love. And now see yourself in front of you. You might be looking in a mirror, or it might be another image of yourself looking at yourself. Let that unconditional love continue to flow right back to yourself. Just as you did to that being that was so easy for you to love unconditionally. Continue that flow and stream of love and light to you. See yourself receiving it from you. And maybe a smile in the eyes or lightness in the corners of your mouth. And then let the chin just softly lower down to your chest in a place of reverence. Reverence to your choice to be in this practice of meditation and presence and loving kindness with yourself. Let's say thank you. Knowing that whatever presented itself in your meditation today is perfect just as it is. We don't need our meditations to look any one way. Just honor the perfection of this moment and the perfection of you and your choice to be present with that perfection. And we'll close in the same way we began with chanting Metta. So again, Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. We'll chant that 3 times. Again, you can follow along with mudra, mantra, or just receive. You choose. We'll take a breath in and out to prepare. And then inhale to begin 3 times. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. I extend my gratitude to you for joining in this metta practice. Thank you.